Record. So we're going to start off with 2 rounds. The first thing we're going to do is something we haven't done ever before. We're going to start on our side here on the ground, and it was kind of like what we did when we were hands and knees when we were doing our hip controlled articular rotations, but we're going to do it from lying here. Okay, so we'll get into the stretches here in a second, but we're going to start with taking our limb through the joint, or our limb through the joints range of motion to warm it up, make these stretches a little bit more accessible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start here, legs extended. Okay, we're going to start bringing this up as high as we can. When we do this, we don't want to curl under. Okay, I want to keep my spine nice and stable, so we bring this up as high as we can. And then we're going to start internally rotating as far as we can go. Once we reach our max, we're going to start going back and up. So like we're going to the ceiling behind us. We're going to reach as far as we can all the way around. Once we get to a point where we feel like we're turning like this, that's when we stop. Okay, so we bring this as far as we can, but still keeping our pelvis square. Once we get to that point, we drop it down and bring it back around. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to do about 3 per side. Doesn't have to be super slow, but it needs to be controlled, and we're really trying to get through the end range of motion each time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and watch it for the first one. Yep, so we start there. You bring that knee all the way up. Yep, and you start bringing it into it. So come back real quick. What I want to do is make sure we don't blend these motions. I want to do one motion at a time. So the first thing is you're going to just bring your knee to your chest as far as you can without. Yes, you're here. You bring that all the way, and then pause once you get there. Now, don't move your knee, but try and bring your heel to the ceiling. Yep, so you start internally rotating here. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, so you see how you're lifting your knee? What I want to do, take a peek right here. When we come up here, I then, instead of lifting like this, I want to turn. And then we come back with the heel. Okay?
Okay.
So you bring that knee high, good. Then you turn, keep turning as much as you can. Once you hit that block, then you start bringing that heel back and around to the floor. Keep that internal rotation, good. There we go. Yep, keep going. There it is. And just drive it as far back as you can, opening your hips up. There you go. Keep going, keep going. Start pushing that leg back behind you. Like you're trying to reach your foot for that couch. There we go.
Wow.
And then once you feel like you've gone as far as you can, yep, right about there. And now you just bring your knee back to your other knee. You just bring it down. Nope, so go back. You're going to bring it straight down towards your camera.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
And then you would just swing it through.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So you might want to. As you can, rotate, good. And you reach that foot back like you're about to stomp the ground. There you go, keep going. Good, yep, then you bring your knee down and through.
Okay.
Then we'll go 2 more each side.
2 more each side. Okay. Let me see.
There we go. So what I want you to start trying to do too is on our swing back right here.
Uh-huh.
Once we get up here, we can start kind of extending the leg back out here. So it doesn't have to stay curled the whole time and just stomp down here like this, right? We keep this internal rotation, and as we kick out, we're going to be extending our leg because our glute is starting to work, right? Our quads are starting to kick out a little bit, and then we come down here and swing back through.
Okay.
So we get here, so instead of just turning like this, we extend, we extend, we extend, and then it comes back around.
Okay. Maybe this one's better.
There you go. Good, good, good. Yep, start reaching that leg back, extend, extend. Good.
Okay, yeah. It stretch more.
Yeah, that should have your glutes firing up a bit more. Should almost feel like a little bit of a stretch in the front of your hip. All right, you ready to do 2 on each side?
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's move on. So we're just gonna do the one that we did before now, where we're doing it from this position. Okay. So we're coming up, and we're gonna come back and up first,
Okay.
and then we're gonna turn the opposite way. So we're not turning in this time. We're gonna turn out. And we're gonna come up and around, up and around. See how high we can get it, and then it swings through.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So we drive all the way up. We rotate out, and we come all the way up and through, almost like we're trying to bring our foot to our hand,
Oh, I see.
and it swings through.
Wow.
And you'll just do 2 per side, okay?
Okay, let me see.
Yep, squeeze glute, good. Yep, yep, yep. Good, 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 good. Keep that knee high, keep that knee high. There you go. And now bring that knee to your shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. And that's where that foot will start coming through. And then you just reset.
okay.
There you go. Now bring that knee to your shoulder. Keep that heel high. There we go. There we go. And now bring that foot to your hand. Good.
Oh, so it's like a circle or something.
Yeah. Scoot over to your left a little bit so you don't have to worry about that couch on your right side. There you go. Yep. Yep. Come back. Come back. Come back. Yeah. Restart real quick.
Oh, restart.
So drive that heel. Yeah. Keep that foot high as you can. Now start bringing that knee around. There we go. And now bring that knee to your shoulder all the way, all the way. And now turn it in so your hand's going to reach, or your foot's going to reach for your hand. So let's try it one more time. Watch this real quick. So everything looks good just on your ending. When you're right here, try and start turning this out and bring this foot to your hand.
Oh.
And then swim it through.
Sir.
So
Okay.
instead of just coming down here. Okay?
Okay.
Try one more per side, and then we'll move on to our stretches. Good, there we go. Yep, now turn that foot out, or in, I mean. Yeah, there you go. Good, 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 good. And then reset. Awesome. And then do your left side.
Okay.
Good.
Oh.
Difficult, right?
Yeah, difficult.
Let's go. We're gonna do some stretches that'll probably We can retest it here at the end. Okay. So our
Well,
first
Andy-
one, we're gonna do, so each of these, we're gonna be doing 2 minutes per side. We're gonna go all on one side first, on all of these, and then we'll do the other side after, okay? So our first one, let me get my timer out so we can make sure we're getting our 2 minutes in. It's something called a lizard stretch. Something we've done before. I don't know if I ever let you know the name though.
No, the name doesn't ring a bell.
There we go. Okay. So it's gonna look like this. We have one leg back. We're gonna bring one leg up, forward here. Okay, so we're just in this position. Okay, if we can, we're gonna start going towards our elbows, right? Or if we're not there yet, we can just go on the hands. What I wanna make sure we're not doing, or what we're trying to avoid is, do it from this side, is really dropping this hip down to get low, right? So we're not twisting like this yet. So what we're gonna try to do is keep our chest square to the ground here. We're gonna lower together instead of doing this to get lower, okay?
Okay.
So get a pillow for your knee if you need, anything you gotta do to make it more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just bring our hands on the inside. We should have it to where our shoulder is right next to our knee, basically, when we start. And then we can slowly lower to the ground here.
Wow.
Okay? So you might not, probably are not going to be able to go all the way to your elbows quite yet, or your forearms.
Yeah.
And don't worry about that. Just slowly get lower and lower as we do this 2 minutes. Here we go, and start.
Wow.
Your goal is just relax. I know this is a hard position. Try and breathe. Try and accept the stretch that's happening in the body. Really relax. Let that hip get deeper and deeper down close to the floor.
Yeah, I cannot get all the way down.
That looks good though. Just work that breathing.
Oh.
Stick with it. We're almost there. Keep breathing. Good. And slowly come back out.
Wow, man.
So I'd recommend actually for this one, if you are right next to your couch, you can use that, or you need a chair or whatever you got. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of stay in that same position. We do it from this side. We're gonna stay in this same position here. All we're gonna do is we're gonna reach our leg up. We're gonna plant our heel, and now we're gonna sit down and back and do this hamstring stretch. Okay? If you can start lowering more here, but I want to make sure our spine stays straight. We reach our hip back and we slowly bring our chest down, but we got to keep it up. We can't do this.
Okay.
Chin up, chest up, hip back. We keep this little bend here in the leg, and you can use a chair for support, your couch, whatever you need to, but make sure if we use the support, it doesn't hinder yourself from getting lower into the stretch, okay?
Let me see.
And you're gonna do it with that same leg that you had forward, is the leg we're gonna stretch, that
Okay.
hamstring, okay?
Wow.
Yeah, and so a good start right here, nice and upright. We sit our butt back, but we're starting to squat. And that's how we're gonna go into that motion, okay? Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and start. Here we go, chest up, chin up.
Oh.
Boom here. And we're trying to turn our pelvis like this.
Uh-huh.
Don't tuck under, go forward. And that'll help really stretch that calf or that hamstring. There we go. Now just settle in there. Try and relax and breathe.
Wow. Over.
Keep going, keep going. And then slowly come on out.
Oh.
Woo.
Wow.
All right, our next one, we're going right into we've done this one before, our good pigeon stretch, okay? So I want to make sure we're setting this up correctly. So when we go down, I want to try to bring our leg, it doesn't have to be completely parallel or perpendicular with our midline or body line like this, right? But I don't want it to be tucked under us like this, okay?
Oh, okay.
So we need to take our hand, pry it out a little bit. And then what we want to do is make sure it's not, when we're here, when we sit down, I don't want my butt to curl under like this, right? I want to make sure, almost like I'm trying to rotate my butt up here so my hip stays up, and then I drop down. So I'm not curling under and turning. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So we pull that leg in position. We get our hands in front. We need to start up here. That's okay. Chest forward. Our shoulders and hips are square to the ground. We start lowering down here. Okay. We're doing it on the leg that we just did our hamstring stretch on. Okay.
We fold the same leg that we just did, right?
Yep. And so from right here, what I want you to do is I want you to take your right ankle and I want you to pull it a little closer to your hand. Actually, no, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sorry. I missed. That's good.
Okay.
Good. We got 2 minutes. Try and relax and slowly lower yourself. Same deal. Doesn't have to be fast. We don't have to get down there all at once. We just slowly lower ourselves down. Really good time to focus on our breathing. Controlling the shoulders, getting good posture even on the ground here. The more we lower our shoulders onto our back or our shoulder blades, the easier it's going to be to feel that stretch. All right, good. We slowly come on back. Woo.
Oh boy. Wow.
Yep. You just give yourself a second to acclimate to the change. Okay, we have one last one.
Oh.
And that's going to be something called our twisted lizard. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of be doing like that same thing on our first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You might need actually a belt, or you might need a chair or the wall if you can't grab it with your hand. Because what we're going to do is we're going to reach up, we're going to grab our foot here, and then we lower down into this stretch. So if we're all the way down here already, it's going to be hard to grab our leg, right? So I'm just kind of sitting up over this leg. I bring this leg in close to me, pick it up, and I grab it here. And then I reach this leg out, post my hand, I turn, and I pull this heel to my butt. Okay? Yep, so you're going to be going over the other way. Yep, so right hand is on the ground, your left hand is going to reach back and grab.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Yep. And then once you get it, it'll be really hard too if your legs are close, like they're close right here. So we need to make sure once we grab it, we extend.
Oh.
That'll make it easier, and it doesn't have to be in a single file line like this.
Yeah.
Right? We can come out to the side a bit when we go ahead and do that. Okay? Yeah, that looks good. And you're going to focus now on bringing your chest up, almost like you're looking back at that leg. So you're looking over that shoulder. Yep, and you just bring good. And you try and bring that heel to your butt. You should feel a big stretch in the front part of your leg on that right leg. Here we go.
Wow.
Now, I know this one's intense, but we've got to breathe through it. Try and relax into it. Let that quad, let that hip flexor be stretched.
Wow.
You got this. We're already halfway. Keep breathing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You got this. Keep turning, keep pulling. Trying to let that hip slide down to the ground. Almost there, everyone.
Oh.
Good. You're just gonna release that foot.
Wow.
Come to the hands and knees. You just sit on our butt.
Okay.
Woo!
Oh.
And then just lay down for a second.
Okay.
Really, it's a great idea that whenever you finish with big stretches like that, just to lay on the ground, lay on your back, give yourself like 30 seconds at least, just to let your body kind of acclimate to the changes in tissue length. So hopefully you're just sitting here and you're feeling how much looser your right side is compared to your left.
Yeah.
So it's going to be glorious when both of them are loose like that and we're done and we can lay here and it's all done. We'll be feeling great. Okay, we'll go ahead and sit back on up. We're going to go through the whole series on the other side and then we're done.
Oh boy.
Okay, so 2 minutes per side, got 8 minutes left. We're going to go with the lizard for the first one. Okay, so if I think your right foot forward was first last time. Yep,
Yeah.
we're bringing that left foot forward first this time. Good, we'll get in that position and we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Awesome. And it might be harder, it might be easier from left to right. That's okay.
Okay.
Just try and relax into that position as much as you can.
Ah. Mm.
Doing great. We're already halfway. Keep breathing.
Mm.
Almost there. All right, slowly come on back out.
Okay.
Going right into this hamstring one, okay? So if you need that couch or however you did it last time, yep. Make sure we really reach that butt back first. Get that knee under you. Yep, keep that knee bent. We're going on to the heel. Perfect. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and start. Good, good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this side's way tighter for me.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Just means it needs it a little more. And we don't try and go as far as we did on the other side if this is tighter, right? Just do what you can on this side. You don't have to force it if you feel like you're not getting as deep. Just trying to relax and whatever you can do.
Oh. Wow.
Sometimes those tight sides release a little quicker though. You feel like you can start getting a little lower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just try and breathe, relax, accept the stretch. Relaxing the leg.
Wow.
And slowly come on up. And I keep saying relax and breathe and relax. And that seems kind of intuitive and obvious, but sometimes you kind of got to tell your brain to keep sending the signals of relaxation.
That's right.
Because sometimes you'll be like locked up, you won't even realize it until you kind of consciously are like, okay, let me try and relax a little bit more. And let me try and let that leg go dead. So try that on some of these because you're sometimes holding on to tension you don't even perceive. Okay, so now we're going into that good pigeon stretch, trying to get that heel up a little closer to the hand. That's good, awesome. Trying to keep our hips and shoulders square. That looks great, everyone. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and start. Good, and slowly come on out of that one. Never try and make big, huge movements up and out. Nice and slow. Nice and easy. We have one more, Erwin. We come to the last one. We've been crushing it. So we have the twisted lizard one again, okay? So we're going on that leg that we just stretched is going to be the one behind us. And we could start a little closer here. Once we get that, then we can reach out, extend, and turn, okay?
Okay.
Yep, other side. Yep, you're gonna put the left hand on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I know this one, I do that all the time. This one's tricky. Because it feels like you shouldn't be going over that leg, but there you go. Yep. And then once you get set up, we extend the legs a little bit. Yep. So walk that front foot just a hair forward. There you go. Nice tall chest, and we turn in. Good. And we're started.
Okay.
There we go.
Mm.
This one can be pretty intense. Just breathe. Relax that leg. Last one. Good. And slowly release. Come on up, and we're just gonna lie on our backs.
Okay.
Give it a good 30 seconds to relax.
Oh. Ah. Mm.
Awesome. And so just like when we do any exercise or any other new movements, this is, some people think that stretching should just kind of be natural and be easy. You just kind of go into it, should always feel good. It's definitely a skill, and it's hard at first, especially when you're really trying to make big lasting change in the tissues around big joints like that, right? It's hard to sit in things like that for 2 minutes, especially if you're really tight and your body's like, I don't want to do this. It's a mental battle. So it takes time, it takes some skill, just repetition. It'll start getting easier and easier as you do it though. So hopefully you feel a lot looser around the legs, the low back, everything. Those are some really good exercises. If you ever feel like your back's tight or you got some tightness in your hips and the hip flexors, all those are great ones, okay?
Yeah. Wow,
And
it's not easy.
yeah, it's definitely not. That's why I said it's almost going to be harder than some of the exercises because it takes a lot of mental fortitude to sit in those positions for a while. But good job. You did them all. Hopefully you saw the benefit, and you can always call upon those if you need.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you today. And we'll I guess I won't see you tomorrow, but I'll upload the video for you, and I'll see you next
All right.
week.
Okay. Yeah. See you next week, Chase.
All right, Erwin, I'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Yep.